me tell you a story. I said, lately I've been smoking the kind of shit that would have me down.
He did not turn this curtain.
I need a strand, the kind to pick me up and turn my high around.
Get out of here!
Here we go. I can't explain it.
You really have my mic muted after all that. Wow.
That was the most trash. That was the most trash intro of all time.
Not as trash as Kanye's album.
That was way more trash than that. You didn't even listen to Kanye's album, so you can't even say it's trash. The only standing you have on that is Nori, a motherfucking one-hit wonder from the 2000s.
He was just messing around and did this.
I can't deny. And when I think about Sativa, it makes me wanna smoke. L is in my hand. Pass it to your man and smoke.
How is that different from those Kanye skits?
My nigga,
Okay, can we stop now?
Okay, yeah, that was fun. But that was you can,
I was like,
you can peep that on our
was
Touchdown
like-
Instagram. No, it was funny. It was hilarious. The video is hilarious.
I was like,
Key said it was the song of the year, and it was.
anyways, on that note, welcome to Touchdowns and Tangents, your usual Thursday spot for NFL takes and topical tangents. I'm Pete D. Camarillo.
I'm Kenneth James Barry.
Shout out to the Good News Sports. The good news. We got number 1 and number 2 in the house. Keith, Mikhail, PG, courtside. Catch Keith on Monday mornings.
Always. Those are some great inspirational talks to start off the week.
And you can catch Mikhail on courtside at 6:30.
And he's also filling in for Patrick Mahomes' kneecap. That's what he is for Halloween. Same complexion and everything. It works.
Damn. You had that saved for the air. You didn't have that energy off the air, but
No, I do. I just
all right. We going for cut blocks on the air. Okay, I see you.
I mean, you were talking about offensive
that
line
man's
play
just
on
on
Twitter.
his phone. Like, leave him alone. He's not even looking at you.
Hey, man, he's been real hype about the Chiefs. I just had to bring him down to earth.
Speaking of which, did you see OJ's costume this Halloween?
OJ was Pat Mahomes.
Hey, no
Killing
lie,
defenses and
like
dating
no
white
lie.
women.
Like the first thing I saw when I saw that was, is Baker Mayfield in blackface right now? Did Baker Mayfield dress up as Pat Mahomes for Halloween?
Wow. This man just said that.
And then I had a double take and I was like, oh shit, that's OJ.
Fam, we ain't been on the air like 2 minutes and you really just said
Bruh,
that.
what I want to know is how OJ got the most CTE. CTE before CTE was even a thing.
Nah.
And he still looks better than half these retired athletes.
He doesn't have the
and
most
he
CTE.
been to prison.
Yeah, but he gets CTE in prison.
Damn. I'm like, this man got that.
If anybody
he got that good Brentwood surgeon, man.
Damn. Nah, but if anybody got CTE, it's really Lawrence Taylor. Like, it's bad.
That's sad.
It's bad, and like he got the whole setup with the girl in the motel room. Like, I just feel bad for Lawrence Taylor because like everybody says like great pass rushers, but then they want to say his name and they're like, oh yeah, that one thing that happened during the Super Bowl. It's like kind of unfortunate, but whatever.
Yeah, you just killed the whole energy.
I did, yeah. You want me to bring it back? Here we go. Let's bring it back.
No, I'm good. That's all I need. Okay, stop, please.
Okay,
But yeah, man, shout out to all our affiliates. Shout out to the X Squad. Shout out to FBC Radio. Shout out to your favorite podcast app where you can also find this. Shout out to Serve wherever she is.
Probably being a Tomb Raider. Shout out to all the chicks on Halloween who, when you take your face off, you really gonna realize you probably should just kept the makeup on.
Shout out to all the motherfuckers like me who use Halloween as an excuse to wear sweats and or shorts to work
and constantly look like Aaron Hernandez.
I was Aaron Hernandez.
You look like
3 years
a
ago.
short, unathletic Giancarlo Stanton.
You watch one baseball game.
You
this
look like
week,
every
man. You
Mexican tight end that was an All-American in high school at tight end and played baseball and went to the pros. You look like all of them. Congratulations.
This man got his haircut right for once in about
I get my haircut
50
right
episodes.
Whenever I feel like
about
it.
50 episodes.
First off, sir, you have a widow's peak.
Yeah, so what? That's genetics.
How you have a widow's peak and the side of your head look like?
What you want me to do?
Your hairline look like the side of a cliff, bro. It look like somebody jumped off and tried to kill themselves.
This man actually took his basketball shorts off and put on some pants. He over here talking shit.
Yup.
Looking like the overweight Shaft for Halloween.
Nah.
That leather in that pleather jacket.
First off, it's not pleather, it's real leather.
That jacket is harm free, huh? That jacket is vegan safe, huh?
Oh shit!
But yeah, man.
Vegan safe.
All jokes aside, man, we got some shit to talk about. It's Halloween, so we're keeping it light and fun.
By the way, I just want to say that Pete's shirt right now, he got it at DD's Discounts.
Nah, I didn't.
You definitely went to Fowler's
Nah, I
Parade.
didn't. I got that shit on a fire sale on Mitchell and Ness.
You picked that shit up on Crenshaw and
straight from the dealer.
Right on the corner where they be selling them random ass championship T-shirts. You got that. You got it.
Nah,
there.
man. My uncle did used to sell Mitchell and Ness out the trunk, though. I think we all had an uncle who sold Mitchell and Ness out the trunk. Right or no?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, like
my mom, she got like championship Laker gear from the parade, and then brought us home like some bootleg shit.
You're lying. You was out there pushing those shirts. You know you were.
Nah, but I tried to
Mama Barry's a hustler. I know she made you walk that stroll and make that money.
First off, ain't nobody walking no goddamn stroll. Second, I did sell a couple at school the next day. They're like, this shirt doesn't fit me. All sales are final.
But yeah, man, so the NFL trade deadline came and went.
A lot of people were upset.
We were talking about it for like a month. All these potential deals.
Like when I called Jalen Ramsey to the Rams for a first round pick and everybody laughed at me, but you know, I was actually right.
Nothing really extraordinary happened. I mean, the Dolphins...
Some pump fakes.
The Dolphins allowed the Rams to funnel some money in overrated veteran aging player. Yeah. I mean, the Rams essentially gave up a 5th round pick in Aqib Talib. Talib Kweli, my bad. No, I'm just kidding. I stay fucking up names. But yeah, they sent that to the Dolphins, and the Dolphins just sent a 7th round pick. So really,
was it like a 4th?
So really, the Rams gave up a 5th round pick to get rid of
Aqib Talib, who was on IR for a little bit. And yeah, pretty much going to Miami for nothing because they're tanking. It's kind of sad. I think they should have got rid of Xavier and Howard if that was the point. Like, they got rid of what? A bunch of people in their defense. They said there was a report that said no one has called for Rashid Jones at all. I was like, damn, that's foul, bro.
He's actually good.
He's been your best safety
right?
since he's been there.
Yeah.
Like, no one called it all for Rashid Jones. You have to say it like that. It's like when you know your girl really ain't got no other choices outside of you, so she just stick with you, but then you make it known to the world that, like, yeah, she ain't going nowhere. Like, that's just disrespectful. Say that in-house.
But yeah, the other move that went down was Leonard Williams from the Jets to the Giants.
And they've never traded
Cross
before.
New York swap. Because why would you ever trade? Why would you trade?
Didn't the Clippers and the Lakers trade?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have actually traded before.
Exactly. But they've never traded in the history of football. They've never traded. The Jets and the Giants. And then
I think it's
the
crazy
Jets are just imploding.
I think it's crazy that essentially
you got an all-pro defense.
Essentially, Leonard Williams got traded for a 3rd round pick. And I think a 4th round pick, but still
he was an all-pro
3rd round pick.
He was an all-pro D tackle or DN.
I don't think he was an all-pro last year. I think he was an all-pro like 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, at one point in his career, he was an all-pro and a Pro Bowl. Honestly, he's really a big-ass 3 technique, but he's athletic
He's never
enough.
played his actual real position.
At USC, they made him play a bunch of shit. And then when he actually played 3 technique, he probably would have had like 10 sacks, and he was rightfully All-American. But you play a guy, that's the problem I have. When you have guys who are so great, you play them out of position, and then they never reach their potential, and then you want to say they were a bust. And it's like, that's not the case. In Leonard Williams' case, he's perfect for that Giants defense. He's exactly what they need. Lorenzo Carter might actually look better now in coverage.
It's something that we've always talked about. You know, it's drafting a player is one thing, developing a player is another totally different thing, and you got to put your players in a position to succeed. And Leonard Williams has never really been in that position because
it was
when
him
he
and
was
Sheldon
drafted,
Richardson.
It was him, Sheldon Richardson, and Mo, which they all played essentially the same positions.
Great, but the crazy thing is they had snacks.
Yeah.
They had
They had
Snacks
Snacks,
That
too.
Knows. And it's like, how you have 4 of those dudes if you just ran a 4-3 defense and had those 4 guys? That's insane. But because they had weak linebackers, they had to play a 3-4, which they're still in, which they should really switch. I mean, they got Cashman out of Minnesota, who was nice.
Correction, Leonard Williams was never an All-Pro. He was just a Pro Bowler in 2016. And he was on the All-Rookie team.
All-Rookie team, still great. By the way, I was on record.
But ran a 4.97 at 300 and a 4.53 shuttle.
Yeah, I was on record. I wanted Leonard Williams over Amari Cooper, and I blew my fucking top in the newsroom when he got drafted.
Nah, I was cool with Amari.
I was mad.
I wanted Leonard Williams too, though.
I straight up was mad.
I did want Leonard Williams only because he really wanted to be a Raider.
And look where we're at
He grew up
now.
being a Raider fan. But
what do we need? An interior presence who can rush the passer. What is Leonard Williams? And we need receiver. And the receiver we drafted and could have paid eventually, we traded him for nothing. Oh, okay, cool.
But yeah, in other
Fantastic.
Jets news, because only our homie Jordan Ball cares about the Jets.
Jordan been mad quiet, but I'm gonna let you live because the Knicks won a game. So do your thing, Jordan. And Ohio State's doing great. So do your thing.
New York the Jets essentially opened up everyone for trading outside of Sam Darnold. And
They cut Kelechi Osemele.
well, yeah, they cut KO over the injury,
Yeah, medical reasons. And now
which essentially he's now suing them, and now it's this whole thing where they're looking into his medical records, and they're like,
and the state, like the team doctors in the NFL, sports in general, not very all that trustworthy.
but that's not what I was going to get to. What I was going to say is the whole Jamal Adams story, which everyone's been talking about all week.
He went on Twitter and exploded.
But yeah, so essentially his side of the story is that he talked to the GM, and he told the GM he wanted to stay in New York. He wanted to be a Jet. He loved being a Jet.
They said he was going to be the cornerstone.
And then he heard from his agent that the Jets GM was taking calls about him.
A couple different calls.
And he felt upset about that. So let me ask you, what should he have been upset about it?
I'm going to say yeah. But he also has to understand, like, it's a business. Like, it's not college. As loyal as he is to that team, as loyal as he was at LSU. Like,
That's what I feel like it
you got to
is.
look out for yourself now.
Yeah, I feel like that's
I'd
what
be
it
like,
is.
trade me, bro. Trade me.
Because OJ, I mean, I
The
hate to
corners
say
are
OJ.
trash. Tremaine Johnson has done what since he got that big
But
contract?
OJ said it. I think even Keyshawn said it. Like, different pro players I've heard have said it. It's like,
Woody said it.
it's like, you should take that as an honor that people are calling for you and wanting you. That means you have value. That's going to give you leverage in the long term.
Yeah.
And it is what it is. Like, they're always going to do what they need to do to protect themselves. And Keyshawn used himself as an example. He's like, they came to me before I got traded to the Bucks, and we're like, we're going to trade you here. And I was like, nah, Bill, that's not where I want to go. All right, well, let's work it out. So they were able to figure it out, but he was like, I never took it as an insult. I'm getting traded for 2 first-round picks. That's a great honor. Like,
Yeah, and he was the
that
number
means
one overall pick.
Yeah, he's like, and I was the best player on the Jets that year. Like, but I'm not gonna get all sensitive about it. And then afterwards, after the trade deadline passed, the coach got to the presser and was like, we were never trying to trade Jamal. We were never trying to trade Le'Veon, who also went to social media and was like,
by the way, Adam Gase is known to not want the best players on the team. And I don't know why people hire Adam Gase. He's not good. The one thing you hire him for, produce a quality offense. I could play for the Jets right now.
So I think that's one of the reasons why Le'Veon was on the block. But Le'Veon surprisingly didn't take it too bad. He was just like, it is what it is.
He got paid.
I'm just going to keep playing. I'm not even worried about it. I like being in the Jets. I didn't come here to be a winner overnight. I knew it was going to be a build, a program. That's what I'm here. AKA, I already know running backs go to the Jets to die, so I might as well just get this bag.
I got paid, and y'all only gave me 8 touches last week. And there was reports saying all the Jets running backs are frustrated with lack of touches. Well, yeah, it's because they can't pass block. And the receivers can't get open. They were thinking about trading Robbie Anderson, too. But he's the only receiver you got out there.
But yeah, so back to Adams. After the coach went and told the media that, Adams went on his own Twitter rant and basically said he explained the whole situation, and then he did his own presser